You can edit this.
Congratulations, Daryl. You averaged 100 in that game. How do you feel after that performance?
Whenever I was playing, I felt like I was playing 100 average. To be honest, I felt it was there and thereabouts because there was like one or two trebles every single throw. But obviously, I should have killed the game off. Whenever I went 2 sets up and then the third set's my throw, but it didn't work out that way. But that's what happens whenever sometimes you're playing against the Ali Pally crowd and Steve Beaton. But no, glad to get over the finish line.
Well, after a display like that, how far do you think you can go in the competition?
Listen, I'm playing really, really well, but the thing is, if you don't take your chances, you're only one dart here, there, everywhere. I could go up there and I play exactly the same and get absolutely destroyed by either Ricky Evans or Aspinall in the next game, or I could play the same and win easy. But it's just one of them things. My 36 let me down tonight. The second set, I think I won out 3-1, where I should have won it 3-0 because I had 3 clear darts at 36. But the way it was going tonight, honestly, I'm so glad they won because I started the night and then the first game went 3-0, which Kim's thrown so well all year, and then he didn't win a leg. And I thought that was strange. And then I was hoping for Callum. I mean, me and Callum's good friends. I was hoping for Callum. They won a couple of sets. They prolonged it, and then he did. And then I thought to myself, whenever Steve won the first set against Johnny Clayton, I thought, oh, he's prolonged it another wee bit more. But yeah, no. Listen, I was glad. I was ready to go. And Steve played. He played well, but not at his, not how he played in the first game.
Well, the game was playing great spirit anyway. Just a word on Steve's announcement earlier this week.
Well, I said this earlier. I mean, it's strange to see the most sexiest man in darts retire. And it's bad to say it whenever he's 56. He's better looking than all the rest of us. But no, Steve's a great lad. He plays darts in the right way. He just gets on with it. A great tempo. And he's obviously looked after himself after all these years. I think he's playing now, this is his 33rd World Championships. I'm like 37 years old. So he's been playing nearly more World Championships than I've been alive. But I am really surprised that he's going to retire because he obviously qualified for Blackpool. Blackpool, top 32 players in the world, and he was one of them. So I'm surprised. I thought if he was like holding on to his tour card, I thought he maybe would have done it then, but I think he's still playing well enough to get another couple of years. But if he feels like the time's right, and fair play to him. He's a darts legend, and there's a lot of people like myself that look up to him.
Well, finally, in the next round, you play Nathan Aspinall or Ricky Evans. Who would you be first facing in the next round?
I'm not too bothered, to be honest. Aspinall, one of my best friends. Ricky, he's in the same stable as me and MDA, but I'm not going to say I want to play Ricky because it's easier. I don't want to say I want to play Aspinall because you want to be the underdog, and that's how I feel like it would be. Whatever way it's going to be, it's going to be. I hope the two of them have a great game. Hope the two of them smash 105 average each, and I'll play the winner after Christmas and look forward to it. I'll be ready, and whoever it is, fair play to them. Cheers.
Daryl,
I looked at you because I thought, for once, you're number 2.
Congratulations. Was there a little bit of added pressure because that potentially could have been Steve Beaton's last ever game on that stage?
No, I did actually think about this, but I feel like if he enters and just shows up and be his charming self, I feel like they just give him a chance at the Worlds next year anyway. No, I think he'll qualify automatically anyway. How do you not qualify for next year whenever he's qualified for Blackpool, whenever he's been top 32 player this year? So I think he'll qualify anyway, but no, whenever the crowd started shouting for him, and I knew as soon as he announced there was going to be a retirement, I thought, I think I'm going to be in trouble with the crowd if I get in front. And if I'm behind, it's going to be the same thing. But no, Steve's a great player, and I wish him all the best. And I actually genuinely do wish he qualifies automatically for the Worlds next year. And I hope the PDC give him a good send off all through the year. And I would like to actually see him qualify for Blackpool as well.
The way you finish in that game, especially in the last set, we saw some huge finishes and what it meant to you at the end. Speaking to you in the build-up to the World Championship, you said that you're playing better than when you were in the top 4 in the world, but every standard has gone up as well. Is that the best that you played on TV in a good while, do you feel, as a complete performance?
No, I done an interview earlier and I only averaged 100. Whenever I beat Gary, I averaged more than that. And the only reason I actually believe I could have averaged another 5-6 points on top of that is just how the previous games went. That they went that fast that I actually wasn't ready to play, and I just determination, focus got me through that game. Whenever I turn up on time, and because I had this thing that I played a couple of years ago, was against Jamie Lewis. I played Jamie Lewis, and Kim was involved again. And I was like, whatever game I was on, third game, and Kim was playing Chizzy, and I thought, that'll go 3-2, this game will go this way, and this game will go that way, and then I'll be on it this time. And it didn't work out that way. Chizzy beat Kim 3-0, every game went 0, and then all of a sudden I was on, and I wasn't ready. But like tonight, just a wee bit more experience. I still wasn't ready, but I was still ready to go, if you know what I mean. And that's what kept me going.
Again, you touched on the atmosphere and what it was going to be like. One of the most electric atmospheres you've ever played in this afternoon?
Still hasn't got nothing on whenever I played in Belfast against Rob Cross. Not one thing. But because actually, for once, I was actually being supported. Listen, I knew that if whenever I went in front, that they were all going to be shouting for Stevie, and they'd all deserve this shout for Stevie. But it just depended how mentally strong I was, and I was strong enough tonight to get over the finish line and get through to the third round.
Daryl, congratulations.
Cheers.
Daryl, at your best, you were one of the heaviest scorers in the world. Are we seeing a return to that sort of form?
I played really well tonight. I mean, as I said, that's literally that's the third game I played with them darts. I played Dirk in an exhibition in Leeds. He was 3-0 on me. I came back beating 4-3, and then I played the following night in Boston against Johnny Clayton, and he beat me 7-5. But I had 2 darts at 85 or 81 to make it to go all the way. But that was just that was my practice game with them darts. Other than that, I haven't played. So there was that wee tension tonight that throw my new darts and we'll see how it goes. And I thought to myself, please don't do what you did against Dirk. Go 3-0 down, getting 60. And I thought, I'll come back in the second set, I'll be alright. And then all of a sudden it just clicked. But yeah, no, I'm really happy. Just with me and the darts where we're at right now.
Did you enjoy the role of party trooper? Because I think that's probably the best way to describe what you were today.
Yeah, I mean, but I was really concentrated the whole way through. And if I wasn't, even the first 2 sets, I feel like Steve would have me, because he was. I think he was always 3 darts behind me, but I was still finishing well. And then I feel like I just missed a couple of doubles in the third set to kill the game off to make it 3-0. And I feel like his scoring slightly improved, but yeah, no, that's what you have to do with darts.
You saw a big celebration at the end. Was that just a sort of an outpour of emotion and relief? Or?
No, it's just to do with all the crowd getting against me. They were all on Stevie's side, which they deserve to be, and as I says before, they probably going to do that whenever he announces his retirement after next year. And I just knew that it was going to come, and it was coming from whenever you're from the stage over here all the time, the whole way from the game started, and then obviously spread from there all the way across the crowd. But no, I was still focused, and I just felt like, just give me a chance. I feel like I'm still more consistent than him, and it's all about just hitting the doubles. If I miss doubles, he'll win. He'll come back and maybe go the 5th set, but if I missed, that was going to happen, but I didn't. Cheers.
Daryl, you mentioned some of your performances this year, especially the World Match Play. Where does that good form come from? It seems like you're flying under the radar. Maybe not a lot of people are talking about you, but if you look at the consistent performances over the last 6 months, they really are impressive.
No, I tell you what, I put a lot of hard work into the Pro Tours, because obviously if you don't play well in the Pro Tours, you're not going to qualify for the TVs. I always felt like whenever I was number 3 in the world, I felt like I played better on the stage than I did away from it. Now it's vice versa. And I said in an interview earlier today that if I can take the form from the floor to now, I'll be okay. And I feel like I did that tonight. And I think that was the difference. If I was going to go up there tonight and average, I don't know, 93, 94, I feel like the way Steve was, he was thereabouts, but I wasn't missing doubles in the first couple of sets. I think it would have been a different game.
And when you're in that cauldron of an atmosphere, crowd, when you're out facing a checkout, get on your back, is it difficult to sort of put that aside and try and block those out and block out that noise?
Oh, honestly, some days are just different. Some days they could do whatever and you won't hear them, and then the next day you can hear a pin drop. But I just knew that because Steve announced that he was going to retire after next year, I knew that whatever was going to go on in the game, if he was winning or losing, they're going to go back him, and I was mentally ready for that.
And you're back after Christmas now. Last year you fell in the second round station at Alan Sousa. Is it difficult to get that disappointment out when you've got to wait 12 months to try and put that right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I look at it now, I think Steve Beaton's a better player than Suits. But last year and probably the last year and a half, I haven't been good enough, and I've been struggling ever since I come back from COVID. To be honest, I know it's a long time ago, but I never ever stopped playing before COVID, and since COVID hit, then I stopped. I think it was 16 weeks before I fully dart, and then all of a sudden, I think we were still in the middle of the Premier League, and then you go, right, you're going to play Premier League, and I thought, I'm in a wee bit of trouble now. And honestly, from then it's kind of been going downhill, but I've been putting in a lot of work, a lot of practice, trying to get my head right, get focus on, and the best thing I've ever did was I bought a PDC throw, the one we would use on a Pro Tour. You out there, Matt? Yeah, me. And what I did was PDC brought it over during the Premier League to Belfast. I went up and lifted it in my van and put it in my house, and that has made a big difference to me this year. And sometimes it's all these small things, but that's made a big difference. More practice, more dedicated, getting switched on, and it's just one of the things.
Owen Bates has just tweeted that he's looking for one of those, so you'll have to let him know.
What's that, sorry?
Owen Bates has just tweeted that he's looking for one to buy one of those setups, so you'll have to let him know where you got it from.
It's not rocket science, isn't it? The PDC. Yeah. So well, I think is he going to Q school now? Any? He's got a card. Yeah. He'll get one. Yeah. Well, whenever I bought mine in February last year, you were in Belfast. There was 2 left, and I think Ross Smith was getting 1. So there's 1 left, but I don't know if somebody got the last one.
Well, cheers, Daryl. Nice one. Thank you.
No worries. Happy Christmas, everyone.